Hello and welcome to another episode of 48 and 48, talking about WordPress basics. In this episode, we're going to actually go over the media library and the basic idea of editing a page in WordPress. So we will start with the media library. From your dashboard, when you first log into the backend of your website, you will go over to the side here. You can click Media. From there, you can either directly add a new image, or you can click on the library. From here, you can also add a new image, and you can drag and drop a file in, or you can select one. And for this example, we will click on Organized Office and Open. Once you click Open, it automatically uploads it into your database. From there, if you click on your image, you can see on this right hand side the URL of your image, the title that's currently in place, there is a caption if you would like, but the main thing that I would focus on is the alt text. This does affect your SEO, and it is good to make sure that all of your images on your website do have alt text. Alt text is basically if someone loads your website and they have, for whatever reason, blocked any images from showing on their computer, this little text will show up in its place. Search engines also look at this text to help categorize your pages and to better help people find you. So if we have this image on a blog post, for example, or maybe it was on one of your key service pages, you would title it with a keyword focused on the page that it lives on. So it might have your company name here, and then you might say maybe it's a blog on 0 to 1 Mac computers, something like that. It automatically saves this. You can see that little icon that does this little circle thing. When that stops moving, it's saved. You can click X to go right back out to the dashboard. If you also want to crop or edit the image any further, you can click Edit Image. This will open up a little editing window here. You can move the image around. If you want to rotate it, you can rotate that. You can actually even flip it vertically or horizontally, and then this is an undo and redo button. You can see here, some people find this a little tricky, that they might want to crop the image. From here, that's the crop icon, but you can see it's grayed out. And that's because you actually have to drag and you can actually drag your mouse by clicking and dragging. And then once you do that, you can adjust your crop how you would like it to be. And then you can hit now the crop button. Then it will automatically crop your image to the selection that you provided. If you want it to be more specific to a dimension, you can make those dimension changes here and scale it. You can also crop the image to a specific aspect ratio. If you hit this little question mark, it will actually talk to you a little bit more about those details. Then once you're done, you can hit save or you can hit cancel. It'll take you back to the details page, and then you hit the X to go back to the library. If you want to delete an image, you can actually, once you click on one, click the delete permanently in the bottom right hand corner, and that will remove it from your library. Now let's talk about editing an actual page on your website. So we'll go back to the dashboard just so we have a starting point. From here, in the menu is Pages. From Pages, you can click All Pages. This will bring up all the pages on your website. For this practice, we created a test page that we're going to edit. If you click Edit, it'll open up the page section here. Here you can, on the right hand side, it talks about the status of the page. Currently it is published. You can actually make it pending review, or you can take it to draft to take it offline. You can also edit the visibility if you want to be password protected or just private so no one can see it except you. And you can see the latest time it has been published. But where we were going to live is in this area. Now, for this For these examples, we're actually using a plugin called Beaver Builder. It's an incredibly simple plugin to help you edit your website using drag and drop elements versus using HTML and JavaScript. So once you click on the page, you just click Launch Beaver Builder, and that is generally what you'll do anytime you want to edit any of your pages. What happens is this then opens up your current page that you're trying to edit, but the difference is when you roll over different sections, you will have module editors that pop up like this. So this is like a title or a subtitle. As you scroll down, there's another section with a header and text and a button, and you can see how it rolls over for an image. All of these things, every element is editable. But we're going to focus, as we scroll all the way down, on the context section. So we want to add an image and a form to this section. So what we're going to do is we actually want to remove this whole module, this whole text module. No one wants to read this anyways. So we'll hit X to remove. I'll ask if you really want to delete it. You'll click OK. Now we just have this little title and this little social icons. So how do we add an image? So and to do that, I'm going to hit this plus sign. And I'm going to go to Photo, under this module, and I'm going to drag and drop that. Now you can see these blue kind of dotted squares. That is where I can put this image. So I can put it to the right of it, I can put it above or below any of it, but I want to put it above the socials icons. So when I do that, it'll say bring up little photo editor. I want to bring it from my media library, so I hit select photo. If I want, I can upload the file if it's not there yet, but we want to use this picture of this guy playing on the phone, and hit select photo. And then we'll hit save, and now this photo is in here. Now, the rectangle is great, but let's say I want a different crop. So I'll go back and hit photo settings. I can go right below here to crop, and click on the drop down, and maybe I want a circle. So I'm going to hit circle, and hit save. Now I've got this circle. But now I don't know if I like this on the left side, so I'm going to hit settings with these icon group, and if you can see here if you want to change these out for like Twitter or LinkedIn, you can edit these icons, and then you can order them around if you want to move them around. If you click on style, you can change the color and the background color and just the size of the structure. But the alignment is what I'm looking at now. I want to center align these, and hit save. Now they're right underneath this image, which I like, but I need to add a form over here. So to do that, I'm going to go back over here to this plus sign, and as we scroll down, you can see these media elements, and then there's action elements, and under the action elements there's a contact form. So I'm going to click and drag and drop underneath the contact title, and it'll bring up this form, and all I have to do is hit save. You can also edit your form in the same way. You click on the settings tab. Maybe you want the button under buttons, maybe you want to say submit. Maybe you want to change the button background color. Maybe we want to be more like maybe a reddish pink color to match the background images over here, or the color in the background. But now this image looks kind of big, so if I hit settings, let's go to this advanced tab. Maybe I want a little more spacing on the right and left side. That might make this picture a little bit smaller as well. So let's say I make this 50 on the right and on the left side. As you can see, the image starts to get a little bit smaller. So maybe I want to do 75 to bring that down just a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to hit save there. And then, but now I don't like all this white space above here. So if I click the settings icon here, what I'm looking for on the Advanced tab, if I scroll to the top, you can see all this padding. And I'm going to cut that padding in half. So I'm going to click 75. You can see how it immediately cuts that spacing in half. And then I want to do the same thing on the bottom. Do 75. Let's save. And now we got this good looking image with this form with all the with a lot less spacing. It just looks a lot better. That's generally how you edit a page. But if you want to save it, you gotta come up here and click done. Then you can either save it as a draft if you're not ready, or if you need to update it as a published content, you can do that as well. So we're going to hit publish changes since we have this live test page. And now it's live. If you want to edit any more, you would actually need to click on edit page. And I'll take you back to the first page of the edit page that we started with. And from there you can just click the launch Beaver Builder again and continue your editing. And that is an overview of editing one of your pages in WordPress using the Beaver Builder, as well as going over the media library and how to upload and edit the picture on your website.